Conor may actually turn out to be a good fighter one day. We don't know as yet. But it's not the boxing of which I'm concerned with. I'm concerned with the ordinary life.
A man, he's a big man. He'll do it because he's a warrior, but he shouldn't do it. But he's not going to listen to anyone. If he's not going to listen to me, he's not going to listen to anybody else. So the rematch is, Junior, you have everything, you're rich. You know, those promoters, they hate you because they can never get close.
With boxing, it's unpredictable. There'll be thrills and spills in the press conferences. We don't know what's going to happen, but I think we do know that it's round 13, and I think they're going to get down to it, and I think we're going to get another.
Chris Eubank, sir. Brutal warning to Conor Benn at press conference hits like a thunderbolt. He's not just talking. He's issuing a warning, a challenge wrapped in raw authority. Benn might have talent, but Eubank Sr. makes it crystal clear. Potential alone won't save him when the storm hits in the
Better
ring.
protected if his father is involved with him. Because his father will protect him against the things which happen to him. So when the father's close, the fighter is better protected. This is what I was saying.
Chris Eubank Sr. delivers a warning that echoes like a strike before the bell. His words are sharp, intimidating, and merciless. A message designed to shake Benn's confidence and assert dominance. This is psychological warfare in its purest form, and the battlefield is set long before fight night.
I find that extremely disrespectful.
No, it's not.
That is very disrespectful. It's none of your business. You want to talk about my dad, talk about him. Don't talk about me and come with all that. Telling about my life.
I would like.
Don't talk about my life in front of these cameras.
The energy explodes as Eubank Jr.'s coach storms the press conference, declaring absolute dominance. There's no room for doubt. Chris is coming with full force and Benn is squarely in the crosshairs. Every word is a psychological assault designed to rattle confidence and set the tone for an unavoidable storm in the ring. I don't want to hear that. Shut up. Shut up.
For £8, you better watch out, dreadlocks. You better watch out, because we are come for you. Oh, sorry. It's my mother's tongue again. It comes through. You'd better watch out, because we're not playing. We're real, and we are a terror.
Ben now has to respond not just to Chris, but to the full weight of this relentless team attack. Conor Benn steps up with raw focus and determination. His words reveal a fighter mentally armored, ready to confront the looming threat head-on. Ben's commitment is evident. He's shedding distractions, zeroing in on the fight, and signaling that this war of words is about to spill into action in the ring.
I want to hear that. Shut up. Hey! Shut up. Shut up!
Eddie Hearn highlights the relentless drive behind Eubank Jr.'s preparation. Every training session, every drill is sharpening a fighter determined to dominate. This is more than a fight. It's a showcase of discipline, focus, and the mental edge that will decide who truly rules the welterweight stage.
You know, I live for this. I've had the fight over 100 times in my head. You know, for me, it's just focusing on the training, you know, removing myself from my comfort zones, my familiarities, my family, and, you know, fully dialing in. You know, I'm not going to allow myself to Chris and go back and forth and, you know, all that PR's done. I'm excited to get in there and put my hands on him Saturday night.
Duke MC Kenzie paints a picture of Eubank Jr.'s psychological advantage. Facing a smaller opponent, Eubank's confidence soars, and Benn must battle not only skill, but the mental edge. This insight highlights how strategy and mindset will shape the outcome before the first punch.
Trying to improve, and it's inspirational, you know, the whole time out there just working on getting better, improving, and I mean, I think it's fair to say pretty much camp started.
Tony Sims emphasizes the stakes and spectacle of this matchup. The fight isn't just a clash of fists, it's a career-defining moment. Every camp, every adjustment, and every mindset shift is aimed at dominance. Eubank's team is laying the groundwork for a night fans will never forget.
I'd be shocked if Eubank loses. I don't really see that happening. Again, he's fighting a career-best welterweight. He knows that. From a psychological perspective, when you know you've got a smaller guy in front of you, you kind of start 2 or 3 rounds up in your own mind. So, like I say, when you look at the fight, it wasn't close enough to warrant a win.
Johnny Nelson brings a stark, analytical perspective that cuts straight to the heart of the fight dynamics. He's observing patterns, performance, and the limits shown so far, questioning whether Conor Benn has truly evolved or if Eubank Jr.'s advantage remains untouchable. This commentary exposes the psychological edge in boxing, showing that skill alone isn't enough. Adaptation and growth are critical. Fans and fighters alike must take note. Stagnation is costly in a sport where every nuance counts. Nelson's insights highlight the subtle battles before the bell rings, setting the stage for an intense and strategic showdown where preparation, mental sharpness, and hunger could dictate the outcome.
So I think he'll get a lot more people wanting to tune into that fight, and obviously we're going to win the next fight. And but yeah, looking forward to it. Looking forward to getting Conor Benn ready to fight, and it's going to be historic.
Eddie Hearn sheds light on the tactical and mental seriousness behind Eubank Jr.'s camp. Bringing in Eubank is not just a statement. It's a strategic masterstroke. It signals that Eubank is committed to leaving no stone unturned, sharpening every aspect of his game. This isn't just a rematch. It's a high-stakes chess match in the ring. Benn is facing not only skill, but a fighter prepared with world-class guidance. Every punch, every combination is now backed by precision planning and psychological warfare. The message is clear. Underestimating Eubank Jr. this time would be a grave mistake, and the stakes for both fighters couldn't be higher.
It was like never give up on the dream. Like no matter, like I was working for Vodafone about 5 years ago, while boxing as well, because you need to put money.
Ada Lotto breaks down the tactical and psychological layers ahead of the rematch. Benn now has the knowledge of what he's up against, feeling the power and resilience of Eubank Jr. firsthand. Experience meets youth and hunger, and every adjustment Benn makes could tilt the scales. Yet Eubank's ring IQ, seasoned composure, and strategic enhancements make him a formidable challenge. The fight isn't just about brute strength. It's about timing, awareness, and exploiting openings. Fans can expect fireworks with Tottenham set to witness another epic night. This preview sets up a narrative where legacy, redemption, and tactical brilliance collide in the ring.
Guy, and he's brought in Eubank, one of the best trainers in the world. What does that tell you? Because he knows he's got to be better. If he's not better this time, he loses. And, he's taking it seriously, and so he should. It's a real...
Hamza Shiraz provides a bold prediction emphasizing how critical weight management and endurance will be for Eubank Jr. Benn's previous performance combined with his speed and conditioning could exploit any lingering vulnerabilities. This insight adds another layer of tension and speculation. Analysts and fans alike are debating whether Eubank can overcome both physical constraints and a more confident Benn. The rematch isn't just about skill. It's a complex interplay of strategy, stamina, and psychological readiness. Every round could be decisive, and Shiraz's forecast signals that early aggression and precision might define the winner, making this fight a must-watch spectacle.
And sort of bigger guy won it. The rematch is going to be interesting, I think. He's now realised that I can hurt that fighter. I've felt the other fighter's power. Next time, I know what's coming. I think he might even do better in the next one. I think he's got a shout to win it.
And Eubank's older.
I get these fights, but you do want to see Benn. Can you kick on to try and win a...
Barry Jones' insight strikes at the core of what makes this rematch so formidable. The first encounter was physically draining, testing stamina, power, and mental resilience. Now, both fighters step back into the ring, fully aware of what they endured last time. Eubank Jr. remains the favorite, but the warning is clear. Unless there's an early knockout, this fight will demand everything from both men. Conditioning, tactical execution, and the ability to read and adapt to the opponent will define the victor. Jones highlights the inherent risk physical wear, accumulated damage, and psychological pressure all play a role in shaping the outcome. It's a test of endurance, strategy, and willpower. Fans should expect a punishing, thrilling contest that will push both fighters to the edge. Every round could change the narrative, proving that championship battles are won not just with fists, but with resilience, preparation, and mental fortitude.
Fight, and I think Eubank Jr., if he gets this win, and there's a new lease of life maybe under Beaumat, 2026, maybe finally he could become a world champion. But he's got to get past Conor Benn first, and Conor Benn, not just hungry for revenge, he believes he can win this because of what happened first time round, because he went 12 rounds at middleweight, up in class, after a long layoff. Some people fancy Benn in this.
Duke MC Kenzie captures the magnitude of this fight beyond the ring. He reminds fans and analysts alike that boxing is not just about punches thrown, but about spectacle, energy, and legacy. The first fight set an extremely high benchmark: arena sellouts, global attention, and a palpable atmosphere that elevated every exchange. For this rematch, the pressure isn't only on the fighters. Promoters, fans, and media all have their eyes on an event that must match or surpass the original. MC Kenzie's insight underlines that Heil boxing is a combination of athleticism, entertainment, and narrative. The stakes go beyond the title itself. Each fighter must deliver not just for victory, but for the spectacle, ensuring the audience witnesses a historic event. This makes the fight a cultural and sporting landmark, with performance, drama, and anticipation intertwined in every moment of the contest.
What's your prediction, Ben or Eubank?
I've got Conor Benn to win inside 6 rounds. I feel like the weight will affect Eubank too much on how it affected him before as well. And it was a hard fight. It wasn't an easy fight. Yeah, Conor Benn to win inside.
The stage is set for a fight that promises fireworks, drama, and career-defining moments. Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn is more than a rematch. It's a battle of skill, strategy, and sheer willpower. Both fighters have evolved, adapted, and prepared meticulously, knowing that one slip, one miscalculated moment could decide everything. The stakes couldn't be higher. From psychological warfare to physical endurance, and the global audience is ready to witness history unfold. Who will emerge victorious? Will experience and tactical brilliance from Eubank Jr. prevail? Or will Benn's hunger and resilience shock the world? Tune in, witness the spectacle, and be part of a night that boxing fans will never forget. This is the fight everyone will be talking about.
I think maybe Conor Benn beats him. I think if I was Eubank, my point was at the time, I was like, mate, like you have just climbed your Everest. You've just headlined a stadium. You've beat what is now a rival, spectacular fashion in terms of getting the win with your dad by your side and all the hooting and hollering that went on amongst. You can't top that feeling. I don't begrudge you if you want to earn more money out of the sport, but be careful because you look way past his best.
You can only harm him. Because that was a hard fight, the first one. This one will be another hard fight, whoever wins, unless there's a real freak occurrence, not freak occurrence, unless someone gets caught with the shot really early, then it's going to be a hard night. Which you still have to make Eubank the favourite again, like I did the first time. I mean, so I don't know.